Hello everybody. So in this video I'm going to explain all of you about what to complete after learning the vocabulary yesterday. Okay guys, because today I have to travel back to Point City. That's why I don't have time to teach you on Zoom as normal. So you have to watch the video and complete the exercise by yourself. Okay guys, so in this first session you have to complete from exercise 1 to exercise 5. Okay, let's get into it. So for exercise 1, you have to answer the two questions that you can see. One, where do you think the photo was taken? And the second one, what information would you expect to hear in the show? Okay, so you have to answer the question by using your imagination, because you are going to you are going to listen to the audio after answer these two questions. Okay, so after you write down your answer on your notebook already, you can go to section 2. It means exercise 2. Okay, they want you to read the tips in the how-to box and then complete exercise B and C. Okay, so now I want you to listen to the audio, to the conversation, and try to tell us about Jordan Romero. He is the boy that you can see in the picture, and you have to tell me who is he and what was his dream. Okay, and then after listening to the conversation and after you note everything in your notebook, you have to tell us. Okay, exercise you can see it tell us which method that you use to note, or that you use to write down the important information. Okay, so we have different tips. Okay, one, focus on the most important or interesting points, and the second one, you can write down keywords or every short sentences. Okay, this is a good idea. The next one, use bullet points or abbreviation. Abbreviation is means short form of the word and or symbol. Okay, and the last one, maybe you can leave space between lines to add more detail later. Okay, so guys, why you have to use these tips? Okay, use this tip to note while listening to the conversation. Why? Because if you know good ways to note or to write down the important information, you might do it faster than the normal, and also can cover all important information as well. Good, so now let's go to listen to the audio and complete exercise B and C. Okay, so listen together everybody. It is the conversation between Linda and Glenn. Yeah.
Hi. So we're calling the next segment, I Did It. Do you want to explain, Glenn?
Yes. I was searching the web as part of my research for today's topic when I came across Jordan Romero's website.
Now, if I remember correctly, Jordan Romero was the American teenager who achieved fame when he climbed the highest mountains on each of the 7 continents.
That's right. Believe it or not, Jordan climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa when he was just 10 years old. And then he reached the top of Mount Everest, the world's highest mountain, when he was 13.
Wow.
So anyway, on December 24th, 2011, at the age of 15, he did it. Or, to quote his actual words, I did it. He'd reached the summit of Mount Vinson Massif on the continent of Antarctica and had achieved his dream of climbing the 7 summits of the world.
It's an amazing story, but it raises some issues.
I agree.
Like, is it right for teenagers as young as Jordan to risk their lives by taking up such an extreme challenge? How prepared is a teenager, both physically and mentally, to attempt to do something like that?
I think Jordan was probably very aware of the problems he'd come up against. Before climbing Everest, he trained for months. Apart from the problems you normally encounter when you climb a mountain, there's very little oxygen at the top of Everest, so it's extremely hard to breathe. He had to be prepared.
And mentally?
Jordan said the toughest challenge he had to face was being away from home for so long.
Okay, so that brings me to another question. What role do parents play in all of this? I remember cases in which parents were criticized for allowing their kids to set out on adventures like this.
Jordan was always supported by his family, and his team of climbers included his father, Paul Romero, who was trained in emergency medicine. In one interview, Jordan said the main reason they'd been so successful was because they didn't take risks. But I have another question that relates to the title of this segment. What happens when you fulfill your dreams and ambitions at the age of 15? What do you do with the rest of your life?
Good question. Okay, so we're waiting to hear from you. You can join in the discussion by phone, text, or social media and tell us what you think.
Okay, guys, after listening to the conversation, please complete exercise 2, letter B and letter C. Okay, after completing exercise 1 and 2, so now you can go to exercise 3, 4 and 5. So talking about exercise 3, I think you don't have to do it because they just want you to check the method that you use or the tips that you use while listening to the conversation. Okay, so now let's go straight to the exercise 4. So in this exercise you have to work in pair. It means you have to work with your partner, but now it is impossible that you can work with your partner, so I think you should do it individually. Okay, so the question is, what physical and mental quality does a person need to do extreme sport like Jordan Romero? Okay, so after listening to the conversation, you might know what sport that Jordan Romero like to practice. Okay, so now the answer is from your own idea. So what physical and mental quality that you need to have in order to perform something like Jordan Romero? Okay, if you're not sure, just play the video again and listen again, okay, and then go back and answer. Okay, talking about exercise 5. Okay, now let's go straight to exercise 5. Look at the instruction. Complete the achievements and challenge. Collocation with the verb in the box. Okay, we call it a collocation. It's like word that always go together. Okay, we call it collocation. Okay, and then you can listen and check. Okay, so now you have to complete it, and then listen to the audio and complete whether your answer is correct or incorrect. Okay, so this one you can complete it by yourself, and in second session I will make another video and also play the conversation for you or play the text for you, and then you can see whether your answer is correct or incorrect. Okay, so now it is all for what you have to do. And any question, you can send your question directly to my messenger account, and I will try to respond all the question when I arrive by city. And yeah, in the second session we go and check together. Okay, check the answer. Thank you, goodbye, see you in the second session.